Welcome back to What Arty Noobs. This is an M12. It's the Tier 7 American SPG. It's got a 155mm gun, not a howitzer. And this one's located on the southwest spawn of Westfield under the command of Moose. Yes, we're continuing our videos with Moose and game's on. Now the gun is capable of doing 700 alpha and it'll penetrate 39mm of armor. It's got a burst radius of 7.6 meters. Moose is looking downrange towards where the enemy heavies are likely to be located. It's got a loading time of 24.1 seconds, which is actually quite good. Okay, it's ready to go. Just needs sight of the enemy. And his teammates are moving out to try and find them. Got a Super Hellcat going up onto the rise in B1. He should be able to spot the enemy fairly quickly. He has found one. He's found an M6. Okay, lining up a shot. Work out where he's going. Rounds out. Direct hit right into the side. That was a good shot. Non-penetrating rounds of 50% of 700. And roll for the balance. And he got 351. Slightly on the high roll, you might say. Well, a high roll anyway. Next target is an enemy Super Hellcat who's seen going down the hill. We're dialing in on his position. There's a Type 64 nearby. Rounds out in the Super Hellcat. He's just stopped and he dies. Nice shot. Moose is moving to avoid counter battery. Okay, the M6 or the KV-1S. I think the KV-1S does look a better target. It's a little more difficult to hit though, because it's slightly smaller than the M6. Oh, and he just killed our Super Hellcat who was trying to play peekaboom, and it didn't work out for him. Yeah, Hellcats have got no armor, so not a good idea to try and go toe-to-toe with a KV-1S. You're just not going to come off okay. So that player obviously needs to learn how to play the game properly. You can only play peekaboom with an enemy tank. Oh, he hit the wreck there. Heard the twang. You can only play peekaboom with an enemy tank if you are certain you've got the advantage in terms of gun depression or the angles, so the enemy cannot fire at you without suffering damage from somebody else. And there are a few maps where that's the case. Well, that Churchill 7 is being very predictable. Rounds out on him. Direct hit on his side, 216. Must have hit heavy armor. In fact, the thing about the Churchill is that most of the sides of the vehicle are heavy armor because they're the tracks. Yeah, the tracks extend the whole of the sides of the vehicle. The only parts that's not covered by the tracks is, of course, the turret. He's now going to go for the M6, which is a much bigger target. If he doesn't hit that, he hits the Churchill. But he actually killed the M6 and probably damaged the Churchill at the same time. Okay, he's found a new position, and towards the north we've got, or towards the east I should say, we've got a T-34-85M and the P-43 or Peter. Okay, we're dialing in on the T-34, which is probably the more dangerous of the two. The Peter's armed with a 90mm gun, but... oh, and he stayed still there, and that got the hit! 332 hit points off that one. Yes, the T-34-85M is probably the more dangerous because it's got an average roll of 180, but a fairly high fire rate by comparison. It's a very robust tank, the T-34-85M, and a lot of people like it. As a premium tank, it's quite good. It certainly trains crews quickly as well, which is an important factor. Rounds out on the Peter, and well, he got some splash, 162. But unfortunately, all our tanks in the north have been wiped out, and now the Churchill is coming down the hill towards us. He just got hit by the other Arty on our team, the M44. We lose sight of him temporarily, but he's still stunned, and he's headed this way. We've marked the target, and before we can shoot, he's dead. Now there's a KV-1S in the village, but we can't see him. We've got several of our teammates returning, and they might be able to help us by intercepting the guys who are coming down to kill. Okay, looking for a target. We found the enemy Arty. The Cromwell B found him. and it looks like he's probably going to die, but we're... Oh, well, we were dialing in on him. He has died. We're now looking at a Firefly somewhere up there. There he is. Okay. Spotting is sometimes one of the biggest problems for Arty, because if a tank's on his team is reluctant to spot, it makes it very difficult to get shots on the enemy. Lovely hit on the rear of that Firefly for 285. KV-1S coming straight down the hill as fast as he can. Moose is not loaded yet, but the moment he is, he'll try to get around into that with a leading shot. He's been tracked. He starts moving again, but the round's out, and that's a kill shot. Right into the side. 103 hit points and 3 kills now for Moose. He's doing well. We lost sight of the Firefly. Somebody up there. We've got a Scorpion, which I think is the tier 7 version. Pretty sure, yes, it is the tier 7, the American Scorpion, which has got no armor, but it does have a 90mm gun. And if he can find that Firefly, we might be able to put a round into him. And there's the Firefly. He has found him. Okay, so we're dialing in on the move. Oh, Firefly dies. He only had 9 hit points left. Cromwell B got him. Ah, now there's a more difficult target to kill. It's an AT-15A, which is the premium British tank destroyer. And he's 100% health. So Moose is really going to have his work cut out for him. And he fired that one snap, and it went over the top of the aim point. So life is going to get rather difficult for us very shortly. And that VK is the next target. We're almost fully dialed in. And we don't need to worry because Cromwell sees to him. So that AT-15 is on the way in. So we need to stop him and slow him down and allow the others to get shots on him. Lining him up. Rounds out. Direct hit. 191. The M44 is firing as well. Keeping up the stun. But the AT-15A is still on the move. Those things are very, very solid. I've got one myself, and I know that if you're driving one, just shells keep bouncing off the sides because it's so strong. But HE really does slow them down, and that did slow him down. That wiped him out, and the Cromwell was happy about that. He ticks affirmative. And that means now there's only 4 enemies. In fact, there's 4 on each side. 2 Arty on this team. And, oh, one of the enemies coming in is the Strip 74, and Moose is not loaded yet. He's lining him up. He's auto-aimed. He's loaded. And a big hit, but he doesn't kill, and he takes a round from the Striv, but he can ram kill him, and he does. The M12 is made from an M3 Lee, so it's actually quite robust because it's a medium tank size hull. And that means when he's hitting a weakened tank like a Striv 74, which is based on, of course, the M42, or Striv M42, it's a very weak tank. That's a light tank. And the T-3485M goes down to the Cromwell. And that means now there's only 2 enemies left. And one of them is the P43 we saw earlier, the Peter. And the other one's a Wizzy131GFT, and he's got 3 kills, that guy. So he's no slouch. Moose is making himself a little nest. Yes, it's the breeding season, I think. Oh, inbound Peter. Well, if he gets one more kill, he gets the Top Gun, you know. So he really wants this kill if he can get it. One of them has got to die to Moose's gun for him to get the Top Gun. Yes! He's got his Top Gun. He's already potentially got the high caliber. There's only 1 enemy remaining, and it's that Wizzy131GFT. Okay, I think the guys are going to have to go out and look for him. And to be honest, I think the best thing to do at this point be to for the M44 to stay above the cap, but for Moose to go and try and drive to the other end, to the cap. And the reason I say that is because I think that Cromwell's going to need help to cap, because I think the Wizzy is somewhere up the other end. The further away from the cap you are, the long time it takes, or longer it takes, for the shell to reach the target. At the moment, the spot where he's aiming at would take 1.8 seconds, 1.9. There's 2 seconds, and here comes the Wizzy. He actually came down, and oh, Moose gets wiped out by a round in the side. But the M44 fires a round in, stuns the Wizzy. But I think the Wizzy's left it too late now, because the Cromwell B's on the way in. He's coming down the valley as fast as he can. He's speeding up because he goes down the hill. And even though we know where the Wizzy is, as soon as the Cromwell finds him, the M44 can dish him up and serve him. There's the Wizzy. He's actually on his way up the hill towards the M44. Whacks a round into him. Huge round. I think that was a penetrating round, but a low roll. And now the Cromwell B can finish him off as soon as he can see him again. I think we might go to free camera. Oh, no need to. The Wizzy's gone. Oh, I was about to say we'll go to free camera and follow what's going on. But it is a victory, even though Moose died. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. Well, first class tanker for Moose in the M12. He managed to get a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 18. He also got a high caliber for dealing the most damage in the game. And he got a top gun for getting at least 6 kills. In fact, he got 6 exactly. Let's have a look at the team score. Well, he ended up with 2,762 hit points of damage from that game. The next highest scorer being the Cromwell B with 1985, and after that the M44 with 1807. When it came to kills, it was shared between the Cromwell B and Moose. Both had 6 kills, so they both got top guns. Yes, we can see there's Moose, one with high caliber and top gun. And there is the Cromwell B, who actually got a Pascucci's and a top gun as well. And when it came to base XP, it was Cromwell B who did the best in that one. He managed to get 1,237, whilst Moose got 1,062. Moose fired 15 rounds in that game, got 11 direct hits and 1 penetration, 12 splash. Damage of 2,762 hit points, of which 2,185 were at more than 300 meters. He received 2 hits, both were penetrations, I'm afraid. Yeah, one from the Striv, the other one from the Wizzy 131. And 1 enemy vehicle was spotted. 8 enemy vehicles were damaged, 6 killed, and 630 hit points of stun assist off 8 stuns. On a premium count, he earned 29,200 credits, and after repair and ammunition resupply, took away a profit of 22,028 credits. He received 1,062 XP, got 1,593 from personal reserves, and 11,151 from personal missions payout, so his grand total was 14,337 experience points altogether. That's a very high score, and will bounce the crew skills quite a lot. So a very good game there by Moose. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please give the video a like and do subscribe to our channel, please. And thank you for watching.